I wish to speak on this resolution.
Senator may proceed.
Thank you. Today is World Autism Awareness Day, and otherwise known as Light It Up Blue, which is a movement by Autism Speaks. And if you are somebody who tweets a lot like I do, you can use the hashtag LIUB to talk about autism today. Autism spectrum disorder is reported to occur in all racial, ethnic, and socioeconomic groups. About 1% of the world population has autism spectrum disorder. The prevalence in the United States is estimated today at 1 in 68 births, which is staggering. The prevalence of autism in children increased by 119.4% between 2000 and 2010. It's the fastest growing developmental disability. The prevalence has increased by 6 to 15% each year during that time. And it is almost 5 times more common in boys, 1 in 42, than in girls, 1 in 189. And on your desks this morning, you'll see, I came across this last night, and it's entitled 15 Things I'm Aware Of as a Mother of a Son with Autism, because those of you who know me and have heard me speak on this issue in the past know that we have a 23-year-old, almost 24-year-old now, son with autism spectrum disorder. He is on termed Asperger's syndrome, and he's had a very interesting journey, which is all detailed in a book he and my husband have written called Chasing the Rabbit, which will be published in May. And I just thought this was particularly good, and I'd urge you to read it and share it. You can find it on social media through Autism Speaks, and maybe share it with your constituents, because one of the things that, as a mother of a child with autism, it really helps to know that you're not alone and that other people share in this journey with you. And that's been one of the things that we found that in talking to people about this book, is that they're just really, really happy to get particularly a dad's perspective on raising a child on the spectrum. But I thought I'd just read these points. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I really just, this resonated with me. And she has 4 children like we have. Her oldest, like in our family, is the one that has autism. I'm aware that my family has been fortunate. I'm aware that although it's often hard to do typical things with children on the spectrum, it's worth the effort. I'm aware that laughter can get us through anything, and that's been particularly true in our family. I'm aware that I'm a better person because of autism. Definitely true in my case. I think that had I not had a child with autism, I would have been the type of person that just thought that I was, a great parent. We had planned the pregnancy, we planned the birth. He was a great baby, and I thought I had it all together until he started having these major meltdowns when he was around 2.5 years old, and quickly became a child that I really had very little control over, and didn't understand for a very, very long time what was going on with him. He had many, many different diagnoses before he was diagnosed with autism, and I think that that's something that has definitely improved since that time, when he was finally diagnosed when he was 8 years old. I'm aware that I've grown thicker skin. Those of us that have run for office understand that feeling. I believe that raising a child on the spectrum prepared me for what I endured on the campaign trail. I'm aware that slow and steady wins the race. I'm aware that time heals all wounds, certainly true. I'm aware of the power of miracles. I'm aware that a little education and communication can change people's views, and that's what I'm hoping you'll do today. I'm aware that there are angels among us. I'm aware that I'm part of a special sorority, that being other parents with similar children. I'm aware of what it means to be truly grateful, because I am. I'm aware that love can conquer all. I'm aware that faith can be tenuous on this journey, but without it, I've got nothing. Very true in our case. And I'm aware that kindness and acceptance are all around us. So just urge you to reach out to your constituents today about this issue. It's having a huge effect in our school system, in our neighborhoods, and in our government. And we're only beginning to see the tide of children aging into adulthood and trying to figure out how we deal with that. What do you do when a child turns 18 and yet has the maturity level of a 14 or a 13-year-old? That is a terrifying moment for a parent, I can tell you firsthand experience. So we'll continue to grapple with these issues, but know that your constituents are grappling as well.
Chair